Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We are going to have the introduction of parts of speech today. It's a lecture number 1. Topic is noun and types of noun. First of all, we have to look what is a noun. A noun is a part of speech that names a person, place, thing, an idea, an action, or a quality. Examples of the noun are girl, book, house, Karachi. Next, we are going to deal with the types of nouns. Number 1 is common noun. A common noun is a name of non-specific person, place, or a thing. Examples include dog, a girl, and a country. Common noun is actually a noun which deals with the generic specifications. Next type is a proper noun. A proper noun is any noun that names anything specific. Therefore, a proper noun is any particular name of a person, place, or a thing. A proper noun should always written by the capitalized letters. Either they are in the start of the sentence or anywhere in the mid of the sentence. Examples of proper noun includes boy means Ahmad. Now in this example, Ahmad is a proper noun. Next example is city. City means whenever I am going to call the city by its name, Rawalpindi, then the Rawalpindi will be proper noun. A mountain, whenever a mountain is specified by its name, like K2, then it will be called as a proper noun. River means any river. If I am going to specify the name of river, then it will be called as a proper noun. Here, Indus is the proper noun. Means the proper noun is actually the specific name of any person, any place, or a thing. Next is countable noun. Countable nouns are also called as count nouns. As the name is indicating, we can count them. These are the things that you can count separately, or they can be in a singular or a plural form. For example, you can say a ship, or I may say it as 3 ships. Means a ship is a thing which can be countable. You can use a, an, or the before count nouns. Next is uncountable noun. As the name is indicating, all the nouns which are not countable are called as uncountable nouns. Definition is, uncountable nouns are the substances, concepts that we cannot divide into separate elements. Means we cannot count them separately. Example, we cannot count milk because it is into the very smaller particles. We cannot count the particles. We can count the bottle of milk. Why? Because the bottle of the milk is a separate entity. We can separate each bottle from another one. But we cannot count the milk itself. Next is concrete noun. As the name is indicating, Concrete noun means the noun which is in a solidified form. Means it can be identified through one of the five senses. The five senses are: you can taste it, touch it, or you can see it, you can hear or smell it. By considering the examples, I hope so you are going to clear about the concrete noun. All the nouns which are able to touch, which have the specific volume as well as occupy space, are going to include in a concrete noun. Means all the nouns which have the specific shape are going to be called as a concrete noun. In example, the noun means a phone. It is a concrete noun. You can touch the phone, you can see it, you can hear it, and maybe even you can smell it. The next category in the noun types is abstract noun. Abstract noun means all the things which we are not going to see, touch, but we can feel them. It includes bravery, love, happiness, or may you say that wisdom is also an abstract noun. The next category is collective noun. In this category, two or more nouns or the uncountable nouns are going to include, and we are going to deal those nouns as a unit, as a single unit. Definition: a name of group of persons, things, or animals which have a single identity. Examples: a choir of singers, a bunch of flowers, a nest of ants, a gang of thieves, a loaf of bread, an army of soldiers. Means you are going to deal it as a specific or the single entity, but it may include the subunits. For example, the collection of book, we may call it as a pile. Next and the last category in the types of nouns is compound noun. A compound noun is a noun that is made up of two or more words. Most common nouns in English are formed by the nouns modified by other nouns or adjectives. For example, the word tooth and paste are each nouns in their own right, but if you join them together, they form a new word. It is toothpaste. Means if you are going to add two nouns, then it will make a compound noun. Let me share few examples with you. Say it as desk, top. If I am going to deal the desktop togetherly, it will make a desktop. Similarly, lap plus top, it will make laptop. So these are actually the types of noun. Next, most of the students often make it confuse between the common and collective noun. Here are the few differences we have to consider in order to differentiate them correctly. Number one is common noun denotes a class of objects or concept as opposed to a particular individual. Whereas the collective noun denotes a group of people, animal, objects or concepts as a single entity. Means collective noun is going to deal with a single entity and the common noun is going to deal in a generic form. Number 2 point is common noun can refer to people, places, things in general, whereas collective nouns refer to the group made of people or things. Number 3 is common nouns can be either singular or plural, whereas collective nouns are commonly treated as singular. Whenever we are going to write the collective noun, we may deal them as a singular noun. Number 4 point is common nouns refer to individual units, whereas collective nouns are a collection that can be treated as individual units. So these are actually the common versus collective noun. I hope so you have get it properly. Let's move towards the comprehensive look of types of noun. Common versus proper. Common versus proper means they are very much contrary to each other in concept. Similarly, countable and uncountable are contrary to each other. And concrete is again contrary to the abstract one. Whereas the compound and collective have the separate identity. These are not contrary to each other. Thank you.